I manifested $500,000 with 4 Joe Dispenza meditations, and yes, since the last time that I published the video about how I manifested $400,000 with Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, a lot has happened. And that's why in today's video I'm going to reveal the 4 meditations I used to reach my manifestation goal of $500,000, why a lot of people don't achieve any results with his meditations and how you can easily fix that, and how I make sure to always reach the frequency of abundance while I meditate with Dr. Joe's meditations. And I truly believe that I would have not achieved the success that I have achieved if I had only practiced meditation with 1 or with 2 of his meditations, but because I combined all the 4 meditations that I share with you in this video, that's why the abundance was flowing to me. And that's why I now want to talk about something old, something very old. And yes, I'm talking about a Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation, because there is one meditation that I wasn't aware of for the longest time. And what if I told you that one of the oldest meditations from Joe Dispenza actually had the biggest impact on my life? That's exactly what happened, because I always thought that there was just one meditation for abundance. But when I then discovered that there was another one, I was like, holy moly, I can now practice with 2 of them. That's amazing. And then this happened. While I was doing the meditation, I could really feel the energy of abundance in my heart. I could feel it build up. And when I then got to the point of picturing myself living in my abundant dream life, I felt like a Super Saiyajin. I was like, this is abundance. I felt so energized when I did it the very first time. And ever since, I do this meditation every day, and sometimes even multiple times a day, because it's a very short meditation. And it's called Generating Abundance. That's the meditation I'm talking about. And now you might be asking yourself, Sebastian, you just said it's a very short meditation, but this meditation is actually an hour long. Well, yes and no. It's kind of like a short meditation, because if you track the time, and you can do it, I invite you to do it, at minute 25 and exactly 18 seconds, the meditation ends, and the remaining 35 minutes is just music. And of course, you can listen throughout the whole meditation, but when I, for example, want to do a quick meditation in between, then this 25 minutes and 18 seconds, yes, I have to be German about the time, is absolutely ideal for generating abundance. And that's exactly what it does, and that's exactly what it did for me. And yes, I sometimes do this meditation 2 times a day, sometimes 3 times a day. And I love to do it because it's short but powerful. And yes, sometimes size doesn't matter, wink wink, but it's a really powerful meditation, because if you do it in the exact way that I'm revealing right now, if you do it in the way that I do it, then you can achieve incredible results with it. And here's the first thing I do. I define one specific abundance-related intention before the meditation that is either focused on a certain amount of money I want to make per month, or on the net worth I want to achieve. So for example, I make $30,000 a month, or I have a net worth of $500,000, which is exactly the intention that I used to then achieve this result. Because I believe if you give yourself, your subconscious mind, and the universe very clear instructions, then the universe can give you very clear manifestations. And what I also do is that I do the meditation often, and that's not only good because you practice it more often and you reach the frequency of abundance more often, but also because, remember this, your subconscious mind associates certain sounds and certain word patterns when you tune into the frequency of abundance over and over again with these word patterns or with these sounds, with the frequency of abundance, which means at some point the music of the meditation will be anchored in your subconscious mind to such an extent that you just have to listen to it for one moment and you will immediately be in the feeling of abundance. You will immediately reach the frequency of abundance. That happens to me all the time. I just have to start the generating abundance meditation, and immediately, just like with a finger snip, I'm like, yup, okay, I'm in the feeling of abundance, I feel the energy going up and down, I send it out, and this happens within seconds because my subconscious mind has now been programmed to associate this music with pure abundance and a feeling of pure abundance and reaching the frequency of abundance. And what I also do is this. When Joe Dispenza says, and generate this energy, and feel it, stay aware of it, and feel it with your heart, I try to create these emotions associated with the abundant outcome I want. To feel this feeling of abundance in my heart, to feel it deep in my heart, because our heart is our center of creation. And if you feel it in your heart, then you can send the signal out into the field, just like a rocket, you send it out and you draw the experience back to you with the elevated emotion. And on top of that, I'm completely open, and I really mean completely open, to how the abundance will come to me. Because in the meditation, Dr. Joe Dispenza says this: surrender to the infinite ways it can find you. And when it comes to that, I'm really a serious German because I take this very seriously. Yes, I create certain images of my abundant dream life, and in these images I might even also include ways how the abundance could potentially find me, but I'm not attached to these ways. I might use these images in order to make it easier for me to create the elevated emotions and to enter this state of the wish fulfilled, but I'm not attached to it. When I, for example, imagine myself creating a certain product or achieving it with a certain business, then I am not attached to that outcome. I just use it as an example image, which then guides me into these beautiful realms of abundance. And this is exactly what I invite you to do. I invite you to not get attached to how it will happen, when it will happen. That's the magical, that's the mystical. Remember, the universe works in the realm of the mystical. And if it was predictable, then it wouldn't be mystical by definition. So yes, you can create a certain image that gives you an idea of how it could come to you, but stay open to all possibilities. Now, what if I told you that there's a meditation from Joe Dispenza that allows you to turn this process of opening your heart, of activating your center of creation, into a truly powerful and empowering experience? And in my humble opinion, it is not only for men, even though, well, please allow me to explain. I made lifelong friends at the Joe Dispenza week-long advanced retreats I went to. In total, I went to 3, and most of these friends are not men, they are women. However, the meditation I'm going to share with you right now was specifically created for men, but I also know a lot of women who've achieved great success with this meditation. Maybe this is not exactly how the meditation was designed to be, but I truly believe that all genders can benefit from it. And when I did this meditation for the very first time, I felt empowered. I mean, the music is kind of like in a fantasy movie trailer. It's just like, oh, it just gives you this oomph. I don't know how to describe it, but it gives you this incredible feeling when you move the energy up and into your heart, and then you create brain and heart coherence. It's just a wonderful, amazing experience. Especially if you adjust this meditation to your abundance goals. You just have to, we have to make a little change here, then a little change here, and a little change here, and then it will work. And yes, I'm talking about the courageous heart meditation, because this meditation allows you to feel safe in your heart, to feel safe with the creation in your heart, and to use your first 3 energy centers as, you could say, as engines, engine number 1, like as engines to then activate your heart. And now your heart has big muscles, now your heart is strong and can then send the signal out into the field. And yes, I truly love the fact that Joe Dispenza reminds us that it's safe to create with our heart, that it's safe to activate our heart, because this is a message that so many people need to hear. And now you might be saying, yeah, but Sebastian, this meditation has absolutely nothing to do with manifesting money. It has nothing to do with manifesting abundance. And I would reply with, well, yeah, kind of, but if you make a few changes and if you realize that it actually, in its core, has everything to do with manifesting abundance. In fact, it has everything to do with manifesting anything you want, because your heart is your center of creation, and any meditation that helps you to truly activate your center of creation allows you to manifest what you want. Because once you have an activated heart and it's in coherence with your brain and the energy is flowing from your brain to your heart, that's when you can then, with the clear intention, send the intention and the signal out into the field, and you then draw the experience back to you, come here, come here, come here, with the elevated emotion. So any meditation that allows you to tune into your heart, to activate your heart, is good for manifesting abundance. However, I do the Courageous Heart meditation in a different way, in a more abundance-focused way, and here's exactly how I do it. While I meditate with this beautiful 37-minute meditation, and while I bring the energy from my first energy center to my second, then to my third, and all the way to the heart, while I go through them, I always imagine pictures of my abundant dream life. And this leads to a happy Sebastian. And in this moment, it allows me, with these energy centers, by moving the energy to my heart, my center of creation, to draw all these individual abundance manifestations to me. Or you could also say, I'm creating abundance in my balls and then I shoot it to my heart. Oh God, what did I just say? Let's better continue with the next meditation before I talk even more weird stuff. And now I have an important question for you. What is better? 1 cookie or 2 cookies? 1 house or 2 houses? $1 million or $2 million? And this realization leads us directly to one of my favorite Joe Dispenza meditations, and to a meditation who's my loyal companion for the last 4 years. And it's a meditation that, well, how shall I say it? Oh, tuning into new potentials. Thank you, thank you, thank you for 4 years, for this beautiful loyal relationship, for countless manifestations. Thank you so much. You will be forever in my heart. Tuning into new potentials, I love you. So now it's time to tune into new potentials with Dr. Joe Dispenza's Tuning into New Potentials meditation. And oh boy, did I tune into new potentials. In fact, into the potential of being wealthy, the potential to have the financial freedom to live wherever I want, to travel the world, to have $500,000 in my bank account, and to 20x my income from making less than $1,000 a month 4 years ago to now making well over $20,000 a month, even though before that, for more than a decade, I was struggling to barely make $1,000 a month. Now, what if I told you that you don't even have to choose 2 separate potentials? I mean, yes, in the beginning of my manifestation journey, when I suffered from severe nerve damage, one of my potentials was to be healed and the other one was to be rich. But now that my body is fully healed, thanks to the art of manifesting, I now have the freedom to choose 2 potentials for abundance. And here's how it works. The first potential focuses on how much money I want to make per month. So for example, I make $30,000 a month, and I want to apologize for this drawing because it's all over the place. I mean, here I didn't have enough space to write it, there I did the speech bubble wrong, but anyway, let's focus on what tuning into new potentials can offer you for manifesting abundance. So again, the first potential is a monthly income goal. The second potential is then a certain aspect of your dream life. So for example, you want to live in your dream penthouse apartment, or you want to have a net worth of a certain amount of money. Anything that is a potential in that realm of a monthly income you want to manifest. So congratulations, now you unlock twice as much abundant energy by choosing 2 potentials for the Tuning into New Potentials meditation that are related to abundance. But now I have a very important confession to make. I didn't manifest $500,000 by half-assing my meditations. No, I went all in, and I mean all in. I was just immersing myself, just like a swimmer in a pool. I was immersing myself into the meditation over and over again. And whenever I do this meditation, I just feel it all over my body. And there's actually a funny story I want to share with you. I will never forget this day. I was visiting my parents in Germany, and I was doing this meditation in a separate room, and I was all in, like tears flowing down my cheeks, and I was like, oh, going like this, and my head was going back, and my pineal gland back there was activated, so my head was kind of like, oh, Jesus Christ, oh, that hurt. Anyway, my head was going back, and I was just all in the meditation, and I looked kind of like this. I was completely immersed in it. I was out of it, so to speak, out of this physical reality, and fully immersed in this wonderful, beautiful, abundant reality that I created in my mind. In fact, I was so immersed in it that I didn't even realize that my mom had opened the door and was just staring at me for a while. And these are her words. She was saying that she was staring at me for a while with the doorknob in her hand. Oh, huh? Okay. So yes, I was synchronizing my energy to abundance so intensely that I didn't realize that she was there, that anything was going on around me. And yes, of course, I'm talking about the synchronizing your energy to abundance meditation. And this meditation is truly incredible, but you have to promise me one thing, and that's that if you practice with it, you go all in. Because this meditation offers you the full spectrum of immersing yourself in the quantum field and drawing abundance to you. And here's why. In the beginning, you activate your center of creation. Then you go into nothing, into space, and lose yourself in it. Then you draw your abundant potential to you with your now active heart. And at the end, you feel the new opportunities for abundance in your heart, and you synchronize your energy to synchronicities that can bring the abundance you want to you. And if you fully immerse yourself in this meditation, it's impossible to not feel the energy of abundance. In fact, during it, I always feel like, woo! And then after it, I'm opening my eyes and I go, whoa, what just happened? And no matter which potential you want to manifest, it would be an honor for me to help you on your journey towards abundance. And who knows, maybe you're also going to say, whoa, when you have a look at the presentation page for my 8-week one-on-one coaching program, the Abundance Reality Shift coaching program. And by you going to affirmationtomanifestation.com/abundance, or by clicking on the first link in the description, you can find out more about it. Now, have you ever asked yourself, what is it actually like to be at a Joe Dispenza Advanced Retreat, and how can it change my life? I've been to 3 week-long advanced retreats from Dr. Joe Dispenza, and if you're ready to discover the truth about them and what really happens during an advanced retreat and what will happen with you, then you can watch this video next.